thing is tight as a tiger. Let's go inside. It's 27 degrees out, freezing. Listen to this motor purr, man. 5-speed, single-cylinder, 4-stroke, Honda perfection. These things are absolutely bulletproof. There's a cult following on these overseas. They have clubs for these, and not as much in America, but they're very popular in the U.S. also. In fact, I don't have a lot of forever bikes, i.e. bikes I'm going to keep forever. But I do have probably 15 forever bikes, and one of them happens to be the exact twin to this. Mine has a little bit different history, that I've talked about in another video, but I have the same exact bike in the museum. In fact, mine doesn't run as good as this one. I'm not sure why. I know sometimes the motors just, some are different and run better than others for various reasons, but this one runs absolutely perfect. There's no cam chain noise, there's no valve noise, there's no piston slap. This engine's tight as a tiger, as I originally said. The exhaust is nice and tight, no air leaks. The bike's just been completely gone through here by the staff at Kaplan Cycles. Let me start with the fuel system. They started with the gas tank. They took the gas tank off the bike, drained it out, and then did the bicarbonate sodium blasting with hot water. The gas cap is the original cap, but it looks like brand new. It looks really good, and it's really tight. It's got a nice tight gasket seal there. Look inside the tank, nice and clean. No rust, just beautiful. It's a 50-year-old tank, just about 50 years old. It has a nice tight seal. The badges are nice on the side. The paint still shines. It's original factory paint job on this bike, not a repaint. The tank was cleaned out. The petcock was replaced, a new fuel petcock, a new fuel filter. The carb was removed, dismantled completely, put in the carb cleaning tank, and rebuilt. The airbox has a new air filter in it. New spark plug. They did a compression check and then adjusted the valves and adjusted the cam chain and changed the oil. And do a real close-up on the motor, on the engine cases. Ronnie and the boys spent a good amount of time polishing the cases on both sides like a jewel. The right side case and the left side case are just beautiful, and it runs perfectly. There's a plethora of parts available for these. You can get anything from hot rod kits to cafe conversions. I believe in keeping them original. They're only original once, and this thing's 100% original. The handlebars, even the grips are original on this thing. The seat cover, the turn signals, everything's in excellent original condition. I'm going to grab the work order here because I probably forgot half of what was done. I know we worked on this thing literally for months on and off. They did a bunch of stuff to it and kept on going back to it. It was at the detail shop at least 2 or 3 times. So it was steam cleaned, hot water pressure washed, and hand washed. The clutch cover and ignition cover were polished. All the chrome was clean and polished. Fuel tank and side covers were waxed. The chassis was touched up. The frame, the swing arm was painted. The chassis visible components were touched up or repainted. They used a vinyl conditioner on the seat. The controls were all cleaned up and polished. The entire bike was clean and detailed from top to bottom. The mirrors on it appear to be brand new. They may in fact be brand new. Again, they cleaned and adjusted the points, adjusted the timing, put a new spark plug in it, cleaned and adjusted the carb, rebuilt the carb, serviced the front and rear brakes. The rear brake feels much better than the one on mine. I'm not quite sure why, but I know it said they serviced them, maybe they sanded them down, I don't know, but it has a nice progressive solid feel on the rear brake, and the front brake works good too. The tires on the bike the front tire is in brand new condition, as is the rear tire. You can still see it has the hairy nubs on it. This is an IRC 300 by 18 on the rear. I'm going to say this tire's got less than 10 miles on it, as does the front tire, so it has new tires on it also. Also, we put a new battery in it and changed the oil. We put a high-quality Maxima 10-weight 40 oil on it. So now, I know damn well we got more than 13 hours into this. That's a day and a half to do all that. It's been in and out of the shop, both shops, the service shops, more than that. And I'm not quite sure. You know, Shane said he didn't want to put down how much he really had into it because, well, frankly, the price of the services would have exceeded the value of the bike, and we'd be wondering why we did it. So, but in any event, he put it down for 7 hours of service and 8 hours in the detail shop. And I know they have more time than that into it, and so does Shane. But at those numbers, along with the parts, the service ticket came out to $1,344. Awesome, original, classic, original shocks. Everything's original on the bike. It's got a couple dings in the front fender, which any respectable dent magician should be able to straighten that front fender out for about $100. A good dent magician will pop those right out. A couple dings in the tank you could have taken care of. The left side cover here, I'm going to go over those are all the pros. I'll go over some of the cons. The left side cover here, the original side cover is cracked. You can buy these Japanese reproductions or Chinese reproductions for about $30, and you can get the paint match for it and put a new side cover on, although the one that's on there is serviceable. You know, it's got some patina on it. Let's face it, it's a 50-year-old machine. You know, it's not brand new. So it's a 50-year-old classic. It is in, as far as I can tell, all original condition. The headlight trim ring's in nice shape. No damage. These headlights here always crack. They have a little hairline crack right here, and usually these get all bent up from getting crashed. They're in actually good condition, as are the bars. The speedometer's in nice shape. The original speedometer showing only 11,000 miles on it. So great little bike, pretty much bulletproof. You can ride it as it is, take it to the beach, use it as transportation, whatever you want to do. It's ready to go. It does have passenger pegs, and this is a good motor. 5-speed overdrive transmission, so it will move with traffic. I wouldn't take it on the highway, although it'll probably tap out around 60, 65 miles an hour. It's a great around town bike for 35 to 45 miles an hour is where it's in its element, you know, around town. Kick-ass machine, Honda quality. There's a cult following for a reason. These are bulletproof, very trouble-free. They last forever, very little vibration. They get probably 80 miles to the gallon, so it's like free transportation. And let's face it, they look cool. It's a full-size motorcycle with the small-size motorcycle fuel consumption and price. And great value, it lasts forever. Thanks for watching, stay tuned, and God bless America.